And we're here with Steve Anderson with the American Homebrewers Association. You also work for Falling Sky, one of two local places where people can go, homebrewers can go to get help.
Correct.
And supplies.
Yes, we supply ingredients, knowledge, get people squared away, and give them the tools to make the best product they can, and hopefully something that they're proud of.
You also have a nice brewery there too, don't you?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I like Falling Sky. You got good beer. Tell me, homebrewers, why is this becoming so popular, do you think?
I think some of it has to do with cost. Another faction of it is making something that you can put your stamp on that brings people joy and happiness. Just basically why commercial breweries brew. And they love what they do. It's almost like cooking in a way. For me, I personally brew a lot of beer and I don't consume a lot. But when somebody's drinking a product I make, lights them up, they're smiling, having a good time, that's all I need.
How hard is it to get involved and really do homebrew? It takes time, doesn't it?
It does. It takes, from the day you make it to the day you consume it, it's generally about a month. But the actual labor is just all on the front end.
And don't expect wonders from the first or second or third batch.
Correct. You're going to make mistakes. And what's important is you learn from them. The biggest mistake people make is in sanitation, not properly sanitizing their equipment. But there's easy solutions to that. And we've all made mistakes, myself included. It's what you do with them. You learn from them, move on, and before you know it, you'll be making phenomenal beer.
What's the cost generally? Like, to do it right, I don't want to buy the worst equipment. What's the general average that I'm going to have to pay to get into this?
So for the initial equipment purchase, ballpark would be about $200. The average cost of ingredients is about $35, and that's ingredients for 5 gallons worth of beer. I think that's another caveat to why people get into it is $35 for 5 gallons of beer, of good beer. And you can't go to the store, buy 5 gallons worth of good beer and spend $35. So that was a big motivating factor for me to get into brewing, because I love craft beer, but a lot of the stuff I like costs a lot of money. So, well, hell, I can just make it myself and make it taste similar to this commercial example. And I love it.
Do you think a lot of the people that get into this have dreams of being the next Falling Sky or the next Agrarian or Nicosi?
To a point, yes. It's not a lateral transfer going from homebrew over to the commercial side. A lot of people think that, but in reality, there's a steep learning curve. And for me, I appreciate not having the risk that a commercial brewery would have. If they have a batch that's unacceptable, that's loss for them. For me, it's also loss, but it's on a smaller scale where it's not going to break the bank if this beer sucks.
Right. All right, Steve, so I can just see it now. I think it's going to be Dancer's beer. Ooh. Can you see it? I can see Rick Dancer TV with a beer.
Made by the Anderson House of Ales.